on stage our referee of those first two quarterfinals of the night, and that is the Kirkulator, Kirk Bevins.
Right, here's how it stands then. 7 games to go on the Euro Tour this year. If there is a run to the final for Niels Zonneveld, it would be his first in his career, and it would get him to the European Championship. If Kim Huybrechts wins the title, it would get him to the European Championship. Playing in only his first and only European Tour event of the year, parachuted in as a late replacement. If we see somebody like Jonny, Clayton or Zonneveld or Huybrechts or Watermaner go on and take the title, then that would put them, at least provisionally, into a spot for the Grand Slam of darts. But there is the title itself to play for, and £30,000 in ranking money. Jonny Clayton is a 2-time Euro Tour title winner. Zonneveld is experiencing his best ever weekend on the European Tour. One of these two will be the first player through to the semis to face either a hurricane Kim Huybrechts or the machine gun Jermaine Watermaner. Mark Wilson is alongside me for the opening quarter-final of the night. It is a packed house at the PVA Expo in Prague, and on a weekend where we have seen ridiculous numbers posted over the Saturday and Sunday, we could be in for a thrilling finale to the greatest tour in professional sport.
We could be. Niels Zonneveld, who's been solid this weekend, wins over Robert Owen, Dave Chisnell and Riccardo Pietrezco, seeing in his first ever quarter-final. And as you said, Dylan Divenboder will be watching on from afar, hoping that Zonneveld doesn't make it to the final, because if he does, he will replace Dirk next week in Dortmund. Zonneveld off to a steady start. Decker is the GOAT, is he? Well, he's on a bit of form at the minute, that is for sure. What a game that will be tonight as he takes on Luke Humphries in a replay of that World Grand Prix decider last weekend. Jonny Clayton's been decent as well, hasn't he? Averaging for the tournament a fraction under a ton. Been good in getting rid of Vandenberg, Bunting and Smith. Yeah. Quite a list.
Yeah, it is. UK Open champion, the Masters champion and the world number 2.
84.
Hottest ticket in town. I get the feeling this particular destination is going to grow and grow in terms of its popularity. Fantastic city of Prague.
Joining 128.
128 then for the Ferrets. Can't get it going.
42.
Doesn't take a particularly big chunk out of it.
No, he didn't. Or a bite-sized chunk, but Zonneveld can't get out either. Both have had a couple of ton-plus outs so far here in Prague.
86.
But it's 86 now for Clayton. Should engineer at least a shot at the bull, I was going to say. Not going to get a shot at the bull, so 34. A little bit of a wobbly start from the Ferret.
36.
They want a big fish. We've had a few of them. Where have you been? Zonneveld for the opening leg. Irvy.
27. Jonny require 52.
Jonny Clayton has taken 6 darts to go from 128 to 52. But he does finally get to a double. 2 darts at it, a missed, and yeah, all right.
Require 9.
They're 2 darts where he could have won the leg, but it's the 6 darts prior that's really going to cost him if he loses.
Yep. Well, 4 then for Zonneveld, who's just taking a moment here. This is a big, big night for him. Can he find the green bit? No, he can't. That is 5 darts he's passed up to win the opening leg.
Double 1.
6.
I can't help but feel I've given this the big sell, and the opening leg is absolute pub stuff.
Double 4 again. He couldn't wish for more opportunities. But there's trouble brewing.
6.
We're both in the madhouse. The madhouse of the European Tour. There's a look between the two as if to say, what are we doing here?
the greatest toy in professional sport. As Niels Zonneveld and Jonny Clayton muck about on double one in the opening leg of the night. The green bit, Niels.
No score.
That's 19 missed darts.
Jonny require.
I don't think we'll be talking about the averages too much tonight. Well, not in this game anyway. Hallelujah! There it is. Biggest cheer of the weekend.
Second leg, Niels.
A steady 29 dart leg to kick off proceedings.
Well, if you're scrambling around for positives after that one, Niels Zonneveld, it was only a hold of throw for Jonny. And of course he hits a 180 in leg two.
93.
Last time these two played each other wasn't a big stage, back end of last year in Minehead at the Players' Championship finals. Niels Zonneveld won it, and he played very, very well. That was in the second round in Minehead. He has beaten Jonny Clayton 3 times out of the 4 meetings that they've had, which certainly surprised me when I looked up the stats earlier on.
Yeah, same for me. Only the 4 meetings.
66.
Average, I think, 98, didn't he, in that game? So, well, we said we weren't going to mention averages given the start to the game, but Zonneveld's been solid.
43. Niels require 160.
Yeah. Christmas hats are out already. Well, Niels in it. Oh, it's a great last start. He's down to double 10.
$41. Niels require 20.
Well, Niels Zonneveld to take a, well, to level the game, I should say, and does. 14 darter. And Jonny Clayton, going into the 3rd leg of the match, is currently averaging in the 50s, and I've never seen that before. I doubt Jonny has. It will improve.
Sure.
Has to.
Does it?
I think so.
420
deflection there. Or Zonneveld. All night. The crowd have been good all week. They say they're a little bit more fired up for it tonight, I think. They've come to party, knowing they'll see the champion, of course.
Yeah, and they've kind of spread their love around this weekend, the Czech crowd. They were obviously cheering on Pavel Dertil, the only Czech player to make it past the opening round, and of course had an incredible run to the final day today. Wasn't that far off, beating Kim Huybrechts earlier on to book his spot in the quarterfinals. But they do seem to have sort of switched their allegiances from player to player to player over the weekend. I'll be interested to see who they're backing tonight.
Yeah. Clayton can't tidy up the 1-2-1, but he'll be back for double 12. I don't think I've ever, and I don't think I ever will again, hear absolute silence when a winning double is hit as it was earlier on.
24.
No, you said it'd improve.
Niels requires 77.
Well, this is still a significant improvement on that opening couple of legs from Jonny Clayton, but he might lose it.
Should. That's a great first start. 2 10s.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Niels. Nicely done. 2-1 up and a break of throw. Yeah, the stunned silence when Kim Huybrechts hit that double earlier on. You could have heard a pin drop in this building.
Yes, we'll see if they remember Kim from this afternoon and knocking out their host nation champion.
When he was speaking to Bill on stage after, there was almost an apologetic plea for some support. They didn't seem overly bothered. Beer, bananas and a Mexican.
140.
Back-to-back 14 darters for Niels Zonneveld. This is his first ever quarter-final on the Euro Tour, so it is uncharted territory for him. And look, we've mentioned countless times before how it is a new thing for players playing multiple big stage games in a day. Played this afternoon, back this evening, could have to play 3 games tonight. He'll be hoping he does. But it is a formula that players have to figure out to get right.
58.
Somebody like Jonny has done it many, many times. The players in the other half of the draw, Van Gerwen, Little, Humphries, become experts at it.
100.
Yeah, I know Nico was playing around with the numbers earlier on for the bottom half of the draw. I think the average this afternoon for those 4 players in the bottom half was 105.
Ridiculous standard. Now then, can Jonny get going with a signature 1-2-1? Double 14.
93.
Well, that is a 13th missed start at double by Jonny Clayton, a man renowned for his clinical finishing.
He will be back.
6. Jonny
7%. 1 from 14.
Game to the 4th leg.
There it is, Jonny.
5th leg, Jonny to throw first.
And smart. So Bobby Dazzler over tie.
$423.
Just misses out on what would have been his second maximum of the match. He is quite stealthily, Niels Zonneveld, had a really, really good year on the pro circuit. He's not got any runs to finals or won any titles, but he is absolutely walking to Ali Pali. He's so high up in the qualifying list, not in any danger whatsoever, because he's consistently just been winning games. Game here, game there, 2 or 3 games in the Pro Tour, week after week. And this is a nice little way to cap things off towards the end of the Pro Tour, but how far will it go?
Yeah, it's not necessarily all about winning, is it? It's about accumulating. As he said, he's collecting bits here and bits there, and they all add up. Who knows? Win a few games at the Worlds, and all of a sudden the world looks a different place for him.
Here's 138.
138. Another in there. Well, that would have been a very good check out.
418. Jonny requires 78.
78. The one at tops. Tops it is to go back in front.
38.
It's on the outside wire again.
Here's required 20.
Well, 10s have been good to him.
For another break of throw. Do not miss inside.
Game to the
That's
5th
beautiful.
leg, Niels.
Well, 3 consecutive breaks of throw in this game.
To throw first.
And
Game.
look, 314 darters for Niels Zonneveld. That's 107 average for those 3 legs. Don't show the overall averages. But first leg aside, Niels Zonneveld has played well. First 2 legs aside, Jonny Clayton has played well.
Surprised for that opening leg. They haven't done what they used to do on the old video printer and write it in words. It's that staggering a number.
Yeah, 10 visits to the board.
6.
I said at the start, Zonneveld has been solid this week.
45.
Nothing fancy, solid.
Yeah, and 2 solid for Robert Owen, 2 solid for the top seed, Dave Chisholm. And in the end, he looked like he was second best against Ricardo Petresco for large stages of that match, but managed to hold up a fight back from the German to win that one 6-5. That's the closest he's been pushed. He might be run close here by Jonny Clayton.
Maybe. Clayton 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 in his 3 games so far. Zonneveld going to be the first player to get to 4 against him. Well, they're all level in this leg. It's a treble. Oh, that's a loose visit. Can Clayton pounce upon it?
Ball of 30 from Kirk Bevins was disdainful.
60.
This feels like a big leg in this match.
140.
Well, we saw earlier Jermaine Watermainer against Barney played awfully for 6 legs, but it was 3-all after 6 legs, and then he found a little bit of form and he went on and won quite convincingly in the end. Zonneveld, and it's the same. Niels first in.
For a bit of daylight, double 16. He's got a 2-leg lead. Niels Zonneveld in his first ever Euro Tour quarter-final is closing in on a first ever semi-final. And it wasn't a big fiery celebration like we've seen a number of times from Niels. It was more of a nervous look over to his supporters as the job isn't done and the ferret is coming at him.
You think Dirk van Dijvenbode's thinking at the moment?
I would imagine he's cheering on Jonny Clayton, and he'll be cheering on Jermaine Watermainer, because he needs Kim Huybrechts to not win the title, and he needs Zonneveld not to reach the final. Either of those things happen, Dirk van Dijvenbode will not be at the European Championship. If he is there, we know he's going to start the tournament against the #1 seed, and it could be, say if Luke Littler wins the title, it could be him.
Yeah, it could be.
And that's a horrible looking first round game for both of them.
45.
It's interesting. That will all pan out tonight, of course. We'll know at the end of play what our draw will be for Dortmund on Thursday.
140.
It's from Jonny. Got the walk, the third dart walk, or the third dart lean has been coming into it.
It does feel with Niels like he rocks back and forth. He's not John Henderson,
6.
but it does feel like there is a bit of swaying going on when he's at the arc.
Bordered on a lurch at some points yesterday.
120. Johnny requires 76.
Ball. Double 8 for Clayton.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
Johnny Clayton. 8-leg Niels to throw first. Game.
A couple of bullseyes in the set-up play from Niels Zonneveld, rendered utterly irrelevant by Jonny Clayton, taking out 76, like Jonny Clayton expects to take out 76, which is not how Jonny Clayton's been taking out anything in this match so far.
42.
Doubling significantly better after that first leg.
99.
Call it a shootout. Far from it. Nice. After a loose opening visit.
121. Six.
Will we see the lean of Zonneveld? There you go. Just starts falling forward, doesn't he, before he throws the last dart?
Yeah, as I say, it's not as pronounced as, say, John Henderson, his whole body. The throw is built into the rocking motion. But there is a sort of lean forward and a little sway back at the end once he's released. There you go, and he's back.
What we do notice at times, it gets more pronounced, doesn't it? It's not been as bad so far. It's a good last start for him as well. It's down to a finish. Will Jonny be joining him?
140.
Yes, he will.
Niels going to go 144.
He's got a little ferret breathing down his neck. Another in there, and it's beautiful to follow. Quite get it there.
88.
Be disappointed because that was a lovely first start. Clayton, he can't get rid of the 142. He needs a miss here from Zonneveld to go within one leg of a first ever European Tour semi-final. He's looking at tops. Friend or foe?
16.
Oh, it was half a friend and half a foe.
Johnny require 42.
For the break of throw that he needs. Double 16. Double 8. And Jonny Clayton is back missing doubles again.
Niels, you require 40.
Zonneveld will count himself a lucky, lucky boy. Clayton looks out into the crowd. Nothing they can do to help you, Jonny.
Thank you.
Call for order. These are massive moments for Niels Zonneveld.
Yeah,
Nice,
to the eighth leg,
right in the middle.
Niels.
A look of
Leg
approval.
shooting through first.
Family looking
Game.
on. He's one away.
Oh, Jonny Clayton's finishing. This is superpower. But it's let him down tonight. It isn't over. It's 3 legs on the spin he needs. And it's 3 legs a good way. Hold, break, hold. But he can't keep missing. Against Vandenberg, he only missed 4 darts at double in the whole match. It was only 6 darts missed against Michael Smith. He missed 18 in this match alone. And he's still got 3 more legs he needs to win.
Zonneveld was 5-2 up over Ricardo Pietreczko. It went to a deciding leg. Here we go. This would be some way to send it to a deciding leg. The one thing we haven't had in Prague is perfection. Near to it this afternoon with Littler. But Clayton to send this place wild.
We've seen a 9-darter in this tournament before. It came from a Welshman. Gerwyn Price did it, but Jonny Clayton isn't going to follow in his footsteps. He's dragged that into the treble 15 rather than the treble 10, so it leaves him 17. He is 380 points clear of Niels Zonneveld in this leg. And even though he is finishing atrociously, surely he wins this one to cut the gap to a single leg.
93. Jonny requires 17.
Double 8. Is found. 12-darter Jonny Clayton.
Niels through first. Game.
Niels Zonneveld has the darts to win it. If he does not win it in this leg, Jonny Clayton will throw for the match.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden
140.
getting tight, but that's a nice start to the leg.
Well, Niels produced a 13-darter to beat Ricardo Pietreczko. It was a very, very good end to the match. It needed to be, because he was under pressure, as you said. Pietreczko had fought back. But he's not backed up that opening ton 40 with a great deal.
No, he hasn't. Can Clayton pounce?
100.
Steady. It's in Zonneveld's hands. Won't do too much. How they rule that?
78.
Golden last dart from Niels Zonneveld there. But another in there for Jonny.
100.
Would have got him to a finish. As it is, Zonneveld knows if he can set this up to something makeable, he's going to have a chance to win the match.
Ton wouldn't be the worst outcome, would it, to leave 1-2-6, but want to leave less than that, but he'd take a ton now. Well, he's actually coming for cover.
97.
Good last start.
1-2-9's not a finish anybody enjoys, though.
97.
Certainly rather have 104, but it's Zonneveld who gets the first poke for the match.
Still on, treble 20, he's got a hit. No. So Clayton is going to get an opportunity here, and he hit the bull as well.
Jonny requires 100.
Leaves tops. Clayton 104 to send us to a decider. Great first start. Single gets it. Double 16.
17.
An opportunity goes, and now Niels Zonneveld for a first semi-final on the European Tour.
40.
He wipes the sweat from his fingers. Is it his moment?
To go further than he's ever gone before on the European Tour. Double top for the Dutchman. And Jonny Clayton is beaten